Alright. Cheers everyone, Zemalf here. Welcome back to Mini Motorways, where I'm playing the maps I haven't played before, and I just managed to get 4000 and top 1% score on a blind run in Beijing. So let's stay on that part of the planet and play Tokyo. Let's go. So first time playing this one, I see that this will be quite a lot of river work, because we all have the river there. I don't know what the river is called in Tokyo, but I assume those are the correct kanji signs for it. We are starting with 2 bridges right away. And every Sunday in game, we are now on Tuesday, we can choose a new upgrade, traffic light, roundabout, motorway or bridges, in some maps, tunnels. And we are trying to meet the demands of these businesses, which are either square or round. Rounds are the upgraded ones which generate more demand. And every time there's demand, the business requests a car from somewhere in the map you have connected with the road to come and meet that demand. Interestingly, we get this house without get this business without even seeing where the houses are. That is terrible. Come on. Okay. So we immediately need at least a bridge here to even get that. So I think we're gonna run it around. Thinking, will I run it from the between? I'll run it from between instead. Yeah, let's do that. And there are 3 speeds. You can pause, play, or fast forward, and these also work with 1, 2, 3. And then you just try to get a high score. First milestone is kind of 1000 points that unlocks the challenges for that map. And typically in the beginning you only get traffic lights and roundabouts. Traffic lights is the worst. You only need that basically if you don't have anything else. And this map looks like something where we might need to run over this river many times. So I'm not connecting this one pink here because it would require another bridge due to this mid one. But let's see. Okay, I don't need to do this, but I will run this blue or this pink a little bit of an arc so that we can connect these blues to the same road. Let's keep on fast forwarding. The game really picks up in the thousands and 2000s. But if you're not careful, you will lose the game much earlier than that. Usually you get the first like surge where a lot of demand pops up around 500 and then another one in the 1000. Okay, let's run that blue directly from there. When you have a connection like this where the business is like really close to the house, this single house can keep this business demands met like really well. Okay, no bridge or motorway even on the second one. So I will take the traffic lights. They might come in handy. And it's only 10 extra roads if you go for the pure road upgrade. So this really is Mini Motorways. You connect houses to the businesses, and in order to get high scores, you're kind of trying to isolate every business to have its own supply of houses. And depending on the distance, the square businesses in the end game require 3 houses, unless they are really close. And then if we eventually get those upgraded circle ones, they require 6. but depending on the distance, it might be more that they need. Okay, we get the first double business. Let's pause in here. So this sort of business where there's a place for another one that will get another color in it. We don't know what it is. Let's run this red to it now. We'll see what we do later. Typically, you want to run the colors from different sides. Otherwise, the parking lot gets just too much traffic. But we are very, very early game. And you can just pause the game and rework on the roads. But when you do rework on the roads, just an example here. When you rework them, if there is a car doing the trip, you will see these light gray, kind of where the road was. That's also a possibility for you to undo it, but you will not get those road tiles or bridge or highway before the cars that were already on the way finish their trip. So towards the end game, when the businesses are like almost going out because of the demand, at that stage you can't really do really big massive changes. But until that, just pausing the game and reworking the roads into better ways is the way to get the higher scores. You can also play this kind of somewhat, let's say, casually, because you only need that 1,000 points, and it's not that hard. And then you can just do the different challenges where the kind of maps get various different conditions. And in actually pretty soon, at the time I'm now playing, August 25, the game is getting creative mode, where there's no pressure, there's no game over. There is already an endless mode, where the business going out of the business does not end it. And so you can keep running the city and kind of trying to make it better. The creative mode will enable you to change the colors of the things. Obviously, it's very different, but it's more of a cozy mode. Cozy mode, you don't need to be in this stress mode that this one kind of generates towards the end when trying to go for the high scores. Okay, this upgraded blue will eventually want 6 houses in it. It's not really a pretty way to do it, but let's run it like that. Let's keep the road there so that we can add supply to this other blue as well. We now have a motorway when we eventually get like a longer distance connection, but we see that the game map is expanding. If I right click anywhere on the map, we see this grid. We just saw something pop up here. So we see that the end of the map here in the left. Well, actually, it's not the end of the map. It just looks a little bit different color. But we're also probably expanding to the other side of the river on the right. And possibly eventually need to run some color completely from the other side to the other side when we need the motorways. So for these sort of short distances, if we can supply it with roads, we will. Yeah, this looks very rivery map as we go on. Okay, that is already pretty terrible. Like this little island in the middle will never have enough houses in it to supply. This one. Maybe we'll, for now, let's just run a motorway in it with 2 houses. And we'll see what we do later. And also run a bridge for it if like a yellow business pops up closer. We could use these yellow houses to support some other one and then find another supply for that one. Now we have 2 bridges, so kind of whatever happens, we can make it happen at this stage of the game. Also 51 road tiles, 2 traffic lights, and we do have 1 roundabout as well, which we could utilize. Okay, that white will require at least a bridge. Potentially something more, let's see. Good for now, just run it with a bridge. That's such a distance that towards the end of the game, it's a little bit tricky to keep that whites in business. At least with 3 houses. But it works. And okay with it for now. Yeah, we already have space here on the right. Okay. So we got, let's call that dark blue. Houses on the right and then the double business here. So this calls for a motorway eventually. Depending a bit how these houses appear. Let's destroy those ones in there. Let's make like a place for it. And what we might do is run the yellow with a bridge, like a long way around. And because yeah, we have it. Let's get this motorway for the blue. Ooh boy, okay. Okay, those colors are really close to it. They're not like close, but okay, that's not great. We'll need something on the Sunday to run this purple a little bit better. We can for now run it on this white road. Let's make this one happen. Also, those blues there on the top, kind of in a unfortunate spot. I think eventually, when I do get roads, these purples will have their own road. There's not a motorway, not enough roads, so I will for now just run it like this. It works for now. We are now out of bridges and this blue upgraded as well. Okay, that's gonna cause some mayhem here. Let's do it like this, because that will require a lot of things in it. Okay, I'll run just those 3 in here because they are nearby. And maybe those 4 together with the roundabout can keep that met. There's the Tokyo Tourist, the first achievement for this map. It's usually 200, 300 or 400 depending on the map. And then set like the 1000 is the next achievement that unlocks things, and then there's achievement for 2000 points. But for me personally, I try to get 2500 in all the maps. Ideally more than 3000, but in some maps that's easy, in some maps it's very, very difficult. Let's see how we do. Speed it up. Now let's see what happens next. Okay, we are getting more of these purple colors here. That's fine. Also, we have a lot of space in this bigger island here. Let's see how we utilize that. And that red upgrades. Okay, that's interesting. We have nowhere near enough, and the red is all over the place. It's absolutely terrible. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking easy at all. Might, if we get like a cluster of, I can already tell that I will eventually want to run these reds just here, and we want to supply this upgraded red with the highway, possibly from here and possibly from here in the south. Yeah. In theory with a long bridge, but we probably need to go across instead. Okay, this map is starting to feel interesting. Let's make some space here in the center and just run that with the motorway as planned. Turn these ones to help this house, or even have this one help there. Because we have enough supply for this one right now. I kind of want road tiles, but when you have an option for motorway, you always pick motorway. Okay, let's keep that yellow isolated from those others. And probably run it motorway from somewhere. I think I will just make it these ones for now. Just to get that sorted. That's a thing to change in the future. I will put let's put the traffic light in there so that the purple can run a little bit easier through. Also, we are not using these purples down here. Don't really have a way to connect them right now unless I run them to that road from like here, but then I probably want like a roundabout there. Okay. White double. Interesting. This map seems quite chaotic, just based on kind of where the game is spawning the different colors. That's white on the double road, and in a place like this where really? Okay, well, we do have a solution of that, but need something on Sunday to make connect these purple ones. When you connect a house directly to a road, cars driving past this white here would slow down. But if you have a traffic light there, they don't. They slow down very little, but that is kind of the place where you can use traffic lights. Okay, so obviously these purples here on the top are like prime suppliers for this one. But then what do we do with the other one? That's the question. So we would run these ones on the bottom somehow to supply the purple. Okay, so now this red upgraded as well. Okay, so there will be a lot more red, a lot more of this pink that we need eventually. Okay, I need to take some of these extras I have. Okay, I will snatch those for now so that we can have a demand there. And because on Sunday that is upcoming, I get more roads, I can connect those whites again. Well, that is a kind upgrade from the game, that we get blue because we have blue here kind of relatively close. Let's see what upgrades do we get on this Sunday. And then we're gonna rework. It is a bridge, which is okay. So that is kinda sorted with that. And then we are just now short of I don't want to run these whites and purples on the same road. It's kind of crowded there right now, so it doesn't really easily work. It's also getting kind of crowded in here, so maybe eventually this purple here will get a motorway. Motorway from the other side. These blues are still underused. So do I eventually need to connect them to this motorway, or do we get more blue business somewhere? Remains to be seen. We are very understaffed for this red in the middle. So I will run that red across the bridge to it. More purple in the bottom. Eventually giving me the motorway option from there, so maybe that's my plan. May need to separate it from that white. Okay, more white here on the left. We need more cars for that one. We are kind of under supply, but I don't have the roads for it. So let's turn that one up on top and that one just there, so it's connected. Oof. Wow, really? Why? Why? If I had made the road connection there, this would have not had space to spawn here. We can just run it with connection road from the white, but it does require its own. Okay, let's add more to that one, so because we have a lot of demand for this one, because I just don't have it. Bridge and 20. Okay, let's make this work somehow now. Okay, let's rework these whites. Rework these whites, and these whites will get their own connection in there. You will go there. Go there. These ones will run round, so we can maybe supply that purple from there. So it all runs on its own connection. Then still at some point we run these purples directly. But that will get it done, and then these whites will run through. Oh! Purple here as well, I didn't even notice that. Okay. So even bigger reason to split the roads, because otherwise these purples from here would run like all over the road. And now we need to finish this one, so let's do it like this. So that's already okay. We have plenty of white running in there, so that will require something else. And this will eventually go away. Okay, yeah, this map is, you're kind of short on roads all the time here. Making it quite difficult. At this stage, in like 600 points, we're not yet losing the game to this purple, as long as we just have enough cars there, because it's built up that demand over time instead of it continuously. Wow. Okay, this map does not mess around. Wow. Okay. I will need to rework the whites. White from somewhere under here, so that the blue gets its connection from there, and I don't have roads for any of this, and it's Tuesday. How am I supposed to do this house now? Or this business? Okay, this blue here is extra. We will steal roads from that. And we will eventually run that blue from here. So we do it like that for now. And we will run the white between here, eventually under the highway, directly here. And this would be a good place for roundabouts. Okay. It's not bad when I can rework these roads. The double connection into two whites is not ideal, but we can make that work. That's a lot of red from here, but it works. The only thing is this upgraded red in the middle is undersupplied, only has 3 houses in it. So it works for now, but it will not survive. End game. And I don't like this purple kind of one business here and then it continues to the other one, because eventually the further business would not get enough traffic if the first one asks for a lot. This red is very well supplied, so it is kind of freeing up like 2 houses from here to do something else, because 6 on a motorway keeps a circle business like until very end. Maybe I'll keep that there, so we're gonna switch around, but that's kind of the plan. We pick motorway whenever we have a chance, and is there something that will not work towards the end? One is definitely this purple right now. On the other hand, we have kind of massive oversupply to this purple. So if any of the purples would upgrade, I would like it to be the double, because we have 5 houses right here. This would keep it supplied. And we would probably run like motorway of 3 houses. 3 houses, this one. Let's do it like that, and let's free up this road. And we still have currently 4 houses running to that one. So the purple is really good with that. And that does use the motorway we had. So if the game now throws me something, which it probably will, we have to work through it. And this also frees me up the space to add these whites in, as they have to... Oh, could not be worse. Blue all the way in here with all the supply on this right hand side. That is terrible. Okay, we can run it with this motorway. Then the yellow, for which I thought this would be... Okay, we could get that out of the way. Okay, at least for now, I will just need to snag it from the... Snag it from that one, and then we do want to change this before it's too late. So let's do this one like this. Separate that one. We need more roads for that one, so we need those back. So let's sort that first. We need that bridge back, then we can build it. The blue ones. Okay, I'll run it like this. Oh, thank you for the blue in there where it's almost impossible to connect it into use. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's do that. Even more red in here, and that yellow upgrades well. Thank you for that. Okay, we have to do things. So this yellow will not run from here anymore, which is good news for that one, but we'll run these yellows to together with the blue through this intersection, which will be absolute nightmare. So we'll move it. So we'll even move it there. Roundabout there, maybe we'll save it a little bit later. So we just need to connect a lot of things to the same road for now. Still need this bridge back so that we can build the bridge there. You go there. Okay. Can you whites go over? There we go. So that's for whites. Yes, just give me all the yellows there. That is just beautiful. Okay, and then we do this yellow like this. So they have 5 for this. And these guys will run just together on this stupid motorway connection. That works, but not for long. Of course you upgrade next. Yep, the game is like, okay, it's 1000 points. You think you are doing well. Let's see how you manage this. That's where we are right now. Okay. Understand. Okay, just when I got kind of the purple done really nicely, everything else is just absolute nightmare. On the other hand, it could be worse. We are sharing a road with blues and yellows, but it's kind of somehow working for now. Did I have something where I was still missing roads? Right, we are still undersupplied with this red, but now that I changed this yellow setup, we actually have all these reds here that were just waiting to be used in a proper way. They can help that middle red instead. So that works nicely. I would have not minded a roundabout, but this lets me get this yellow off, and we will run it from here in the top instead. So we take that one motorway. Yes, that'll work. We are getting so much white. So much white, and we have like a ton of white on this road, doubling to the circle and the square white, which does work until a certain point, but then there might be a place where the upgraded white will just ask so much that the other one will not get it. It's a massive amount of white. I don't think I've seen this sort of cluster of houses in any map, this much in the same place of same color. That's crazy. I guess that's Tokyo. Okay. We need to make sure we have some way to get these yellows online. And we might switch the yellow highways around. And now we got a red one here as well. Okay, just based on that I have 7 on this road, 5 here. I will swap this. Wait, how do I do this? I swap this one here and I put that one there. So the yellow swap Yellow swap, so I have more supply to the upgraded yellow. Now that there's no demand, it doesn't matter that the highways don't immediately update. Just as I got this middle red sorted, we get another one here. It's not great. The blue in the middle is kinda okay. I think I will reserve that one there so that it can still contribute. How do I handle that red? We would have these reds on the top to supply it if I... Actually, I can do that. So I will keep the roads there. No, it does require more. I will do this for now. Basically get same supply as this double business here. I'm trying to move these highways in a way that I see the business blips. That is an insane amount of white houses. Like the amount of white houses means that we should have like at least 3 upgraded businesses. So does that mean that both of these whites will eventually upgrade? Or is the game just teasing me? Okay, more red. So let's do it like this. Okay, 1200 is already like decent, but I wouldn't be happy if I don't get 2500. I am most worried about white right now because I'm not running a dedicated connection to this upgraded white. So maybe a highway now on Sunday, and we'll separate the whites. Okay, that blue is for once actually a good one, because we can run it separated right here. More whites on the top. Just keep on getting. Okay, let's see. We need something. Give me motorway. Nope, that's not motorway. Okay, then we have to figure out something. The blue is okay. Blue is okay. Can we help the whites? I think the white gets better if we roundabout this one so that they can split the. So it's just it survives with the sheer traffic. Just having so much in there. We'll get this one out of there and we connect it there. Let's do it like that. There's just so many. So many in there, so ideally we would isolate somehow this this big business, but other than that it's kind of okay. We have both blue. Okay, that's not bad because it's right here. Okay, that was lucky spawn for the purple here, because we have some right there. If I had roads, I would block the remaining spawns. Every 2x3 space we have, I would place roads on it. Well, I actually do have a little bit. That could save the rest of the run here. Let's see, I don't want anything here. Let's block that one. That blocks everything. I think this one can't get anything. And then we have these ones in here, so we block that. Okay, I can almost block it. We can have one here on the top, which the game will definitely take. Because no business can spawn right next to another one. There's always one tile in between. And then it's 2x3 space or 3x4. So if you block the places with roads, still like space there. It can throw a business in here. Kinda. Okay. Let's see what it does. There might be space somewhere that I don't see right now. But white is searching. We see almost 10 demand on the updated one. Let's see how it survives with just sheer volume. It's not a great connection because it's sharing it with that other one. But it has massive amount of cars that can go on that road. So looks like it will survive for now. Getting more reds. And I know I am undersupplied on these 2 reds here on the side. I think with these ones here we are okay with upgraded reds. Yeah, we're actually very good. Very good with these ones. Could even use these reds for something else because we have enough from here. So that means might need to run extra supply from the other side. It's very difficult to get to these reds from anywhere. Okay, I think I have a rework in mind, but I can't do it without roads. So do I keep these spawn blockers in place or do I improve my roads? I think we survive for now, so it looks like we're gonna make it to Sunday. I think we could have a business in there, so I'll block that one as well. Then I think this is all the businesses we're gonna get. At least for now. Okay. Surviving until Sunday is good. Some more blue there. A light blue, more dark blues. Yep, getting good. 1700. Points are just piling up. We get a motorway. That's nice. That will give us options. Probably the thing right now is separating this white. But let's see, because kind of right now everything is working. And we kind of need more for these reds. So we might need to throw the motorway into that. Okay, what if I... Let's take those away to save a little bit of road. What if I... Do I just run this through to give like extra supply to these ones? But still this... the only downside is that these reds here might start to supply this one, which I don't want. And I actually know that will happen, so I can't do that. we have to have another solution for that one. Okay, these blues here are so close that I will run them together from the bottom. Like this, and that gives me space to run the red from here to this one, and then these three will keep the double red supplied, and then I will just figure out the right amount of houses from here to each of these. So this one has 7 and 9, so it's actually these three that can just change. And we take this one away. And as we get houses back, we connect it from here. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good, and we have a backup highway. Not bad. Not bad. So then it is that do we wait for upgraded business? Because if these blues don't upgrade, roundabout with this highway would keep it afloat. If they upgrade, I need more. Okay, we are closing on 2000. And then again, now more of an endgame search, we need a dedicated connection to this white. Okay, that's... that blue is in a stupid spot, kind of unusable. At this stage, it's a little bit difficult to notice where the house is spot up, so I typically don't run on fast forward anymore. Because you do notice like a business really well when it pops up somewhere, but when the houses are popping around the map, it's difficult. But we are pretty good. We are in a pretty good spot now. I still have a highway for... okay, so you found spot for your business. That's probably the game punishing me for having these roads here. Okay, well that settles what I need to do. Because now I need the motorway for this one. There's 2000 trips, so something positive. So these ones will run a motorway to that one. And we are kinda surviving, but there's also space here for a business. Okay. Guess I will still keep these blocked now. So if there's spots anywhere where the game can throw the business, it will put it there. Actually, there's this whole right hand side can have one as well. So it can have one here. Okay, that looks like it blocks it. Not sure if that's a good idea. Our roundabout would have been so good. survive. Do I need to do like any road things? I think I will take the 20. Might be able to help some things with these. So looks like this white will never get its highway, and that's probably what kills us eventually. Let's help these blues here with that, and they are also split. The purples are split, so yeah, not really great. Can we run some really long lines? Makes sense. Not really. Yeah, white is getting massive. Search right now. Let's see how it survives. These intersections here alone might be enough to put too much pressure on white. Wow, just more whites. Like all the cars on this road are on the road already, so that tells me that I need to connect more. Which will make it even more traffic on that road and that roundabout and everything. These intersections here will kill this. So it might even work better without them, but I don't know. There's just so many cars in that crazy white neighborhood. Just based on where we are now, I think I will make it to 2500. So I will reach my own personal goal here. Blippity plop, blippity plop. This game is a weird mixture of calm, nice, into full-blown panic. Scratch your head, what the heck is going on? And we are kind of now in the little bit of calm, probably before the storm. Okay, at least those reds and purples are popping up in the right spot. The blue is kind of a mess in many ways because we are running a motorway into two businesses. Okay, I don't think I need a bridge because I have a backup, but I will find a place for a roundabout. So now the question is, does the blue benefit roundabout more in the beginning or here where it's splitting them? Actually, my answer is right there because I can't connect them. So I change that. I think I will give you that. You need to go from here and you connect from there. Okay, so at least we have the connection there. It doesn't break up. Helps them shuffle the traffic a little bit better. Nice octopus looking roundabout there for the blue. Let's get that one off the highway intersection. Those yellows are fine. Looks like we are surviving and already went past that 2500, so it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good there. Getting some random blues here that we can connect to help with this one. The biggest demand right now is with those darker blues. But a lot of cars are on the way, and I can, because this other single one is kind of doing okay, I can move a couple of those blues over. But the game is deciding how it splits the traffic, and that might cause a problem. And this intersection might get me. The points are racking up quickly now, so we might hit 3000 before those businesses go out, and it might be something completely different. Looks like we actually did make it through the search. At least for a moment with blues. And that highway is helping. Okay. It's kind of searching back and forth of the big demand. Points are popping up a lot. Looks like we're gonna hit 3000. Maybe. Yeah, it looks... I think that roundabout might have saved me for now. I had it in just the right moments. Getting some blues here on the island, which doesn't really help me. More blues for that one. I'm just gonna get the road tiles. We don't really need anything. Let's see where we can we improve something. Yes, we are about to hit 3000, so already I'm pretty happy about this as a blind run again. It looks pretty alright. Like, ideally we wouldn't have this sort of split connection into two businesses, but if the blue survives this, we are probably good, because this was probably as bad as that's gonna get. So let's see, there's a lot of cars on the highway, so it's potentially surviving that. Potentially surviving that, but will they make it to the parking lot through the intersection? That's the question. Looks like not. Yeah, I think we die to this blue. Depending on how smoothly they get through the intersection, so a little bit of luck there. No, yeah, it gets me. There it is, game over. Yep. Two cars were coming to the parking lot, but that was just a matter of time when that intersection gets me. Those two blues should have had their dedicated connection, but just didn't have the resources. But pretty good. Pretty good. Week 16, almost 3200. Not too bad. That just felt that could have gone a lot longer, because I definitely had it, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe this, I don't know. I can't see it there. Like some of these highways in the middle could have been solved in a different way, especially early on. And but yeah, that's okay. Let's see where 3192 gets me on the leaderboard. This will definitely not be top 1% what I got in Beijing, but let's see where it gets me. It did get me the challenges unlocked, and top 10. I take it. I take it. Looks like there's a little bit of like first hurdle First hurdle there around 2000, and then I made it past like a little bit of a hump, but then I couldn't ride the long tail. But yeah, top 10 on a blind attempt is pretty good. Happy with that. So next one on my list of getting all the maps played would be Munich. I see that I don't have 2500 in Moscow, so I will return to that one. And Zurich was just below. These are something I have played like in 23 when I played this first time. And then we have plenty of maps here in the end where I don't have scores yet. And I have made videos of Warsaw. I played that blind. Same thing with Lisbon. And we got Reykjavik past 2500. Vancouver, I don't have a video of that. I hate that map, so I don't know if I want to ever play it again. And then we got past 2500 in Copenhagen last time. So plenty of maps to go. And a couple of maps to improve if I want 2500 in all maps. But I think I will play every map once first. So next one on where I haven't played before would be Munich. So we'll do that the next go.